Hey everyone, this is just a quick video about your first assignment, which is not due for, oh gosh, I don't know, like it's not due for 5 weeks, but I just wanted to get this posted and get this out there. You might have some time now before your practicum actually starts, so I figured I would go ahead and post this so in case you want to get started on it. So under the homepage, you will see the content tab, which has been there, right? So that just has the syllabus video, and then the affirmation form. Remember, this is your first priority. If you have not done this, you need to make sure this is submitted by January 21st. So you still have some time. If you've already done it, good job. If not, just don't forget about it. All right, so that is there. That hasn't changed. The content tab. There's also the calendar of due dates that, of course, we all know we need to rotate it. And you're gonna get a good kick out of something in just a second. So remember, the affirmation form is due, and then the application exercise. This is what this video is about. So that's not due until February 11th. So again, you have plenty of time. And then the next thing will be a IRIS module different than the one that if you're taking 763, this is not the same IRIS module, okay? And I will do a video for that and this IRIS module part 2. I will tackle both of those in one video, but just know it is a different IRIS module than if you're in 763. 763 is about what is it? High quality math instruction. This one for 764 is about progress monitoring in math. Okay, so not the same. And then principles of effective instruction, that's not due for a while. And the videos also not due for a while. And then just the dispositions, timesheet, all of those things. So like I said, this video will cover this application exercise. And then, later on in the semester, I'll do another video about the IRIS assignments. Okay, so let's go back, and then the new tab I just opened is called Assignment Spring 2022. And again, remember the college and career readiness standards are here, and also some a PowerPoint about progress monitoring and math. You can start looking through it now if you want. We're not, that'll be related to the IRIS module that's not due until March, but it's here just in case you want to start looking at it. So the assignment, the first one that I posted, excuse me, it's called application exercise, I believe is what I called it. And this is a lesson plan from a textbook that I've used in the past for when I taught 762, kind of the old version of 762. If you took 759 with me, 762 now is a little different than what it used to be. So I use this textbook, Archer and Hughes. It's called Explicit Instruction, something. It's actually at home, but I know it's called Explicit Instruction by Archer and Hughes. So all you're going to do, you're going to click on this and get ready, upside down. Not even, rotate a little, legit upside down. So just right click to rotate it. And then you will just ignore this part that I'll show you in just 1 second. So you're going to open it. Hates me. So this is from my scanner at home, and for some reason it just does not like me. All right, so this is what it looks like. You will be looking at application 2.3 model lesson, algebra lesson on parentheses. And if you're in 763 and you choose the task, watching the presentation that I did for task, I talk about this lesson in that presentation as well. So see, it all kind of comes together. All right, so I'll tell you what you're going to do in a second, so you're going to read the lesson out loud, ideally, or teach it to a friend or colleague, or, if your CT is amenable to it, you could also, if your students, when you get your placements, are working on algebra in parentheses, maybe your CT would allow you to teach this lesson to your actual students. You don't have to, okay? There's no actual teaching requirement. It's just kind of to make it a little easier for you. If you can't teach it to your students, you don't have to, quote unquote, teach it to anyone. You could just read it out loud. Then go back and note any exemplary practices evidenced during the opening, the body, I cannot talk, the body and the closing of the lesson. So that's what you're going to do. This part where it says, finally, compare your observation to ours, you're not going to do that part, okay? Just pretend it stops right here after lesson period stop. Just delete in your mind the rest of this, okay? I copied it right from the book and forgot to mark it out. That I will share some feedback with you after I grade them. So I will give you the feedback. All right. So you're going to look here. You're going to look at the background information. You're going to look at the opening of the lesson. You're going to look at the body of the lesson, the modeling. I do the guided practice. We do the independent practice. They call it unprompted practice. as you start going into the chapters from 763, I call it independent practice. So same thing, right? I do, we do, you do. And then you'll look at the closing of the lesson. And what I want you to do is just look for exemplary practices, evidence, again, during the opening. And you can kind of include the background information also if you want. So kind of the background information, the opening, that's your first section, the body of the lesson, and then the closing of the lesson. So what explicit, excellent practices, high leverage, evidence-based, all of those things, what do you see? And then all you'll do, you'll just open this right here, and hopefully it's facing the right way. It should be, it's just a Word document. So I have to enable editing. Okay, so it's just, this right here is the directions that I just read to you from the lesson, and then you'll read the lesson plan ideally out loud to someone else. Then you will use sentences or bullet points, either one, to note any exemplary practices in the following areas. Okay, so you're going to look at, again, the opening and that background information, the body of the lesson, and the closing of the lesson. And you can just type it right here into this Word document. Again, your choice, sentences or bullet points. Don't necessarily start doing this right away, because I do want you to have some time with, kind of looking at the content of 763, getting out into your classroom. So this is not due for a very long time, and maybe I'm opening it too early. So do not feel you have to complete it like tomorrow, okay? You have plenty of time. You have like 5 weeks. I had some time, so I just wanted to get this video posted. Okay, but it's pretty straightforward. Again, you're just going to look at this lesson, rotate it, and then you're just going to note any exemplary practices during the opening, the body, and the close of the lesson, again, using sentences or bullet points. And this assignment is due February 11th. Okay, so plenty of time. I'm recording this, I think, on January 12th. So you still have, a long time to do this. But again, make sure if you are taking 763, and I think everybody in 764 is taking 763 also. There are some people in 763 not taking 764, but I think the reverse is not true. I think y'all are in both. So again, start interacting with the content of 763 first, so you know what good instruction in math should look like. All right, start thinking about the task presentation or the IRIS module, whichever assignment you're going to choose for 763. Maybe do some work with those assignments first, or that assignment, because you're only going to choose one, and then come over here and say, oh, okay, I know what good instruction in math is supposed to look like now, so I'm going to go ahead and complete this assignment. Okay, so again, plenty of time. Just wanted to get it out there while I was thinking about it. Your main priority right now, again, is the affirmation form, which is under the content tab, which it shouldn't be, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it there so I don't confuse y'all. So just remember to get that done in the next, week and a half or so, and then take some time, out in your classrooms and looking at 763 before you come back to this application exercise. All right, that's it for now. I will see you later.